In this lesson, I want to explain more the project window. As you can see, if you click on any window, it will be active by a color light blue around that. If you click on a project title, as you can see, you can change the size of, change the size of that window by click and dragging on this sides. Okay, as you want. But as you can see, we have a lot of tabs here. I will explain them. But if you want more room to work, you can click your tilt button on your keyboard and maximize your window, or hit tilt again to minimize that. You can do with any window in Premiere. Hold and click on tilt button on the keyboard. Okay, I maximize that to better explain it. In a window, we have a lots of things, but very easy. I will explain some others in next lesson or separate lesson. For example, this writable recycle bin query. New items are separate lessons. You can access them here, but each of them are a new word. But as you can see, we can access our file that we imported in a scene, and you can open those bins. In a Premiere, they're called bin or folder. You can here add a new folder, for example, new bin. Click on it. Oh, it was in that bin. Sorry. You can select that and insert a new bin and whatever you name you want. For example, that, and click and drag it under www. It's going the child of that. Here we have a label. I explained them separately. Each file in this Premiere has its own label to identify them better. All of these calling is metadata. For example, in Adobe Clip, when we have a lots of MP4 clip here that you can see start media, end media, duration, and lots of information about that video or file. We don't need all of them. For more organize them, you can right click metadata display. In here, as you can see, we have in this part Premiere Pro project metadata. You can click to select all of metadata or uncheck them. Okay, as you can see, the name has to be, and you can hit OK, and we have no metadata yet. Clear. Right click, we choose one. Duration, no, we need some of them, but not all of them. Open that. Here, media type, we need that. Frame rate, we need that. And media duration, okay, that's nice. We need all of them. Media video duration and audio duration, that's nice. Video info, no. Audio info, usage, target, not description. File path, yes, sometimes we need that, or no. File name, I explained what is different between file name and a name. This is a file name that you are in your PC, and this is the name here. You can change it, but it does not change in your folder. Okay, every work that you're working in your file here does not affect the main folder in your PC. Okay, they are not connected with them. I mean this folder. Okay, as you can see, this folder in your PC does not connect your Premiere. You can change anytime that you want. Okay, another metadata, don't need all of that. Okay, hit OK. We just need, and you can click on this area to expand the names if you want to better understanding. We need a media type. What is this? It's a movie, the bin, it means a folder. And oh, of course, we need the labels. Right click metadata, the color is very important. here in a label. Okay, then okay, we need the label. As you can see, any file in the Premiere has its own label. I'll explain them and how to change them. Okay, here you show how many items there in this scene. Here you can toggle between icon and the list view. If you are in a list view, you can simply access the folder by opening it. But if you go into the icon view, you have to access them, for example, images or clip, you have to double click them to open them. Okay. For example, here the Adobe clips, you have to open them. As you can see, we have the new tab here. You can go in tab. Okay, and you can hit close tab if you want. Close tab. Click on these 3 lines to open. I will explain them more. But this is a project tab. I prefer to go into list. But here here's a freeform view. It's very interesting. You can freely move your folder. It's interesting. For example, going to Adobe, and in this you can go in freeform and you can freely change your arrangement of your files, and you can change the size of them. But I prefer the list. Can close that and go into the project. And in the project, go into the list again, and this is the best way to organize your work. If you want to search something, for example, it's search on a name. For example, whatever file that has an H on it or H. We have nothing. Okay. For example, you want to transition, you can type trans and all of transition will be appear here. Search in a name. This search is in a name. I will explain create search bin query and the next lesson, in separate lesson. It's very interesting. You can search and save your searches. It has a separate window that will explain that. Here in a media browser, here you can access your hard drive. And here is the library. You can access your Creative Cloud library here, and you can explore your Creative Cloud library. And you can easily insert any photos in an illustration, vectors, and anything. It's free. Okay, you can explore your library and add to your library here. This is an info. For example, if you select some files here, it shows you the information about that movie. Here, effects is a big part of this Premiere. We have lots of effects that we need to our work are in Effect tab that can use in our project. That I explain them one by one. Here is the markers. You can use for marking. I explain them in a separate lesson. Here is the history. It's the interesting part. You can, as you can see, every work that you do in your Premiere listed here, and you can simply go back your previous or next work. So history is like Control Z. Okay, and here you can search. I will explain the find in the next lesson. Separate, because it has some more explanation here. Just in this lesson, I want to introduce the project window, an important work that we can do with it. That here it's the new bin, or you can right click and access a lot of settings here. That we need just new bin here or new search bin. Explain them. I will explain them. And here you can add a new item. All of these settings are very important, and I have to teach you in a separate lessons in detail. Here you can delete, clear. For example, you insert a new bin, or you can hit the delete on your keyboard or delete it, or right click to clear. If you clear something here, your project file in your window does not affect, and it is in place. Hit tilt back to our minimize windows, and here's our clip. And after that, we are inserting and beginning to work with our clips and movies.
Hello my friends, to continue these tutorials on YouTube, subscribe us, like us, and hit the bell icon. And now you will be alerted about all of the amazing videos that we release.